Hi credit friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So I started making a art, like a mail art envelope, and then I said, you know what, this would be a great video. So I already just stuck some collage down here that I just randomly picked from my desk, and this is just a recycled brown paper bag envelope, and I really love it because not only do I love brown paper, but it's just and it's recycled, but also too it's just a good ground. Like it's not shiny or slippery or glossy. It's just got a very earthy feel to it, so you know I can really create some like pretty but not too intricate art on it, because it is mail art. It's gonna go through the mail. So there are a few things, and I made another video on mail art, and you know the number one thing when you're doing mail art is you have to keep in mind that it is mail first and foremost. So it's going to go through the machinery, and it's going to go through all the protocols of regular mail. So you know I can't just do whatever I want to do. I have to say, hey, you know, my to address is going to be like here or wherever, but I have to have a place for a to address. I have to have a return address. I have to have another place for wherever they put their stamps and blah blah blah. So you know I want it to be pretty, but I don't want it to be like, you know, too kind of intricate, and I don't want anything getting caught on machinery. So that's like a really big concern of mine. Like, you know, just say I didn't stick something down properly and it's like a little bit you know, like it's kind of like coming off the paper, well, it can get stuck in machinery, which I don't want. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to, like, I think first I'm just gonna, like, this is roughly going to be my you know, my from label there. I'm just gonna kind of mark it off there. And I just like doing ladies, you guys. I just do. So I think I'm gonna do a little lady, but generally I make a face, but I think now I'm gonna do more of a like a whole lady, you know, like, I don't know about a whole lady, but you know, a smaller face and like more of a figure. I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling it. And then on the dress part, I'm gonna put the to label. I love doing this, you guys. I just really do. I don't know, it just makes me so happy. And I think too, like, it's just the fact that I think about the person, you know, on the receiving end of it, like, and them receiving it, it really delights my soul. There's something about mail art that's just really delightful. So then what I'm gonna do is I will mark off a, like a, you know, a to label right there. Okay. So as you can see, like, there's nothing majorly going on here. Like, it's not too intricate. I don't want to spend like a ton of time on my mail art. Like, no matter where it's going, I generally, you know, I'm working really fast, and I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not using my best, like, I'm not using like my most expensive paints. I'm, you know, I mean, I want it to be pretty. I want it to look good, right? Don't get me wrong. But I'm still, you know, not going to spend like a whole bunch of time or anything like that. And that's just me. Everybody's different. I mean, some people, you know, they want to spend like lots of time and they want to do that, and that's totally fine. I'm just saying this is the way I work. Oh, before I forget, you guys, for my last video, I am super sorry, but I was yapping too much, and I had taken some videos of my wildflower garden, which is so amazing to me. It used to be a patch of grass, actually, and I took all the grass out, my daughter and I, and we, you know, we raked it, like tilled the soil and prepared the soil, and then, you know, picked all the seeds out and planted them. And yeah, it's been raining a lot, so the stuff is really a lot of greenery and leaves, but I think in the next month it's gonna be like a ton of flowers, and I am gonna be so happy. But anyways, I had these videos on my device, and yeah, then I made my my video, and then I was talking too much, and then I cut off, so I'm really sorry. But basically, what I was talking about is playing and being in beginner's mind. Yeah, so see, I'm really liking that. And see, like, all the bleeding and stuff, like, I like that. I'm like, you know, this is what mail art is about. It's about it not being printed. It's about it being authentic. It's about it being messy and gooey and, you know, just like bleeding all over the place. You know, and that might sound like, oh my God, but I like that. It's just messy and delicious and yummy, and you know, it shows that it's like, yeah, it's handmade, you know, and handmade is just always a treat. So there we go, right there. And I don't remember where I got these envelopes from, you guys. I honestly don't, but I really love them. They're a good size. They are, you know, they're just good quality too, and they're recyclable. So, I mean, I'll the next time I see them and pick more up, I'll try to kind of like make a note of where I got them from, because I really don't remember. Okay, and like, I don't know, I think I do want to give her a dress. I think I do. So that's kind of a simple dress, you know, nothing too intricate. And what color do I want her dress to be? Now, okay, so let me just say here, you guys, so because this is going to be a to label, and I'm sorry, that's the return address, and then the to label, I want to put a like a light color down. Like, I don't want to put like some, you know, dark color that I can't write on, because I want it to be legible, like, you know, like, and this is what I mean, like, first and foremost, it is a piece of mail, so you have to keep in mind that, you know, you want this to arrive safely to wherever it's going. You don't want there to be holdups. You don't want there to be, oh, I can't read the address because, you know, it's a dark label and they can't read what you're writing on it. So you have to keep all these things in mind. You know, it might seem like a small thing, but it is a big thing, because you don't want to make this dark and then be like, oh my God. I mean, I guess you could paint over top of it, but it's an added step you don't need. So yeah, so see, I just want it to be like, I want it to be light so that then I can write on it, right? Okay. All right. And I'm gonna put a little bit over here. Now, I'm gonna leave some room here because like, I'm not going to do a moon or anything like that, because, you know, the postal agency service, whatever, the post office, they have to still, like, that's my return label, that's my to label, and then they still have to put their, you know, their labels on here. So there we go. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that. Now, you can, you know, use other stuff too, but like, I wouldn't use, okay, so say like oil pastel. So that's not something I would use on like mail art, unless you're gonna seal it, I guess, but I wouldn't use it. But you can use other media, like this is Stabilo pencil right here. Okay. And I'm gonna put some red here for her cheeks. And I don't know what color I want her dress to be. Do I want it to be blue? Do I want it to be red? You know what, you guys? We're gonna go with a red. I mean, why not? We're gonna go with this cherry red here. I love red, and red against brown paper is, I don't know, I really like it. Like, look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. I love this. And you know, if you want to have a, like I have do not bend stickers, so I can, you know, throw that on here somewhere. So I don't think I'm going to paint the, I don't know, should I paint the background? I wasn't going to, but now I put that collage down over here. And the reason why I put that collage down is because there was some like random writing on the envelope that I had just written some stuff on, so I was trying to cover it up with collage. So it had nothing to do with the image I'm doing. Actually, it was just to cover up what was already written on here, because I was using the envelope for, I don't know, to just hold some stuff. Okay. So I'm really loving the red. I'm loving the label. I'm loving the brown paper. Now I don't like the background, like with this like the collage here. That's just looking weird. I can't. If I hadn't put the collage, you guys, I would have just left the brown paper. But maybe I'll turn it into a crown. Yeah, why not? She looks like she needs a crown. Yeah, she definitely does. Okay, so we're gonna turn that into a crown. And I don't know about this part right here. I mean, I guess I could. And see, like, okay, so this is a good example, you guys. Like, normally, if this was just on my art journal page, I would, like, kind of come more this way to make her hair and stuff. But I'm not going to do that because, obviously, the label is right here. So I wouldn't, like, you know, I wouldn't put the hair, like, I don't want to mess with that. I want the label to be very clear, unobstructed. I don't want there to be stuff, like, I don't even want the hair to be behind it. Like, I just don't want any confusion. So do you see what I mean about, you know, this is not about, yeah, like, it's art, right? And you want it to look good, but first and foremost, it's male. And so that takes precedence over, like, artistic anything, like composition and, oh my God, I don't like the hair and what, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, it's got to be like, hey, this is male. You don't want to mess with, you know, the, like the way the postal worker reads your label. You don't want there to be any confusion, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm gonna put another coat of that. Ooh, this is looking juicy, you guys. Like, seriously. Okay, and you guys, this is chalk paint, and I mentioned this before, but chalk paint is so amazing for a good ground. So what I mean by that is, like, when it completely dries and I go and I take any kind of a pen, like a ballpoint pen, whatever, and I write on it, it really takes to it. It's a really good ground. Like, it's not gonna, like, you know, if something's really shiny or glossy or whatever, you can't write properly on it. But chalk paint is not like that. So anyways, you guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this dry because, like, there's a lot of bleeding over here going on, and I'll probably make a part 2 just because I don't want to continue and turn this into a big mess. So anyways, you guys, this is my mail art that is in progress, so there'll be a part 2. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.